one bowl, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're only doing 1 teaspoon to measure with and 1 cup to measure with, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lily, tilt down a little bit here. I'm looking at your cabinet.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Let's see.
There you go.
Very nice. Man, that background is awesome. Yeah, that's good.
I wish you could have been here with me, but I guess you have to be via satellite.
Yeah. It looks like you're there. It's unbelievable.
I actually am here.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, really does look like it.
Nicole's over there.
That's where
All I get is
He's right on camera.
image when I put it. The most lit part of my face comes through, and that's it.
Oh.
Look at that. Yeah, something like that I look like when you click to the second one. Do you have a green screen behind you?
No, I just unchecked. I have a green screen. And it worked.
Yeah, you just
Really?
check it.
Yeah.
So when I checked I don't have a green screen, it just kicks out the background altogether.
Maybe you're too close. Who knows?
I've
We'll
been
just
accused
pretend.
I've been accused of that before.
Okay, when are we starting the timer?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Okay, is someone going to do an introduction to this so that people know?
Yeah, and when here, I'm going to record it too. Oh, it's a stop video record.
All
Nice,
right.
good. 'Cause then if the stream messes up, then we can send out the recording later.
Okay.
Yeah, you can edit it, right?
We're officially recording. We can edit out any inappropriate.
Well, fuck you. We'll start off right off the bat.
Okay. So, Matthew and Sal, you guys are the judges. You guys are the color commentary.
Yes, sir.
The rules, as we discussed, we are making, we will only be judged on 1 cupcake, right? Even though the recipe calls for 2.
Sure. You pick
Yes, your best one.
We get 1 bowl. We get 1 teaspoon. We get 1 cup for measuring. And we can use whisks and spatulas and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Does everyone have their oven preheated?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-oh, Lily
And
doesn't.
my kids.
Anything else that we need to go over or that we should go over?
No microwaves.
Alicia.
When we do our icing, are we allowed to use bowls to change the color of them?
I was going to say, I was using the 1 bowl for the icing.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
You get that color wheel going.
Yeah.
No bowls.
Get my sandwich bags ready.
Oh, you're so smart. I need those.
But we are able to use a little pot to melt the butter.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No microwave. Oh, that's the other thing. No microwave.
No
No
microwave.
lights. No microwave.
No microwave. My microwave is you can see it. Lily's, you can see it.
No microwave.
Alicia,
Mine's here.
you can't really. Well, we don't want to.
You're not going to be able to. I promise I won't use it.
It's an honor system.
You have to unplug it and throw it out the window. That is the only way that this competition will work.
My landlord will love that.
Anything else that we need to go over or discuss?
Should we tell the people who the theme is?
It's Tiger King.
Tiger King.
We are doing the Nailed It Tiger King challenge.
All right.
Heck, nailed
And
it,
we're limiting ourselves to 30 minutes.
All right, folks, welcome to the Nailed the Tiger King Challenge, the pandemic patisserie, the COVID cupcakes. Here we are in various kitchens all over the country. And if you all wouldn't mind introducing yourself, we go around the room.
I guess I'll start.
Yeah, you start.
I am Matthew Medeiros. I will be the co-judge and co-commentator with the legendary Sal Ventrelli.
What season are you on?
I am from season 1 of the holiday season, episode 4, with my mom, who could not be here today because she wasn't invited.
Fair. Angie.
Oh, Angie McMahon. From Chicago, from Nailed It Holiday Season 1, Episode 1, Santa Upside Down Cake is my claim to fame. By the way, guys, Cosmopolitan Magazine said my Santa Upside Down Cake was one of the worst cakes ever made on Nailed It. Top 5. Worst cakes ever made. Yep. So.
Proud of you.
So you got that going for you, which is nice.
Nice. Alicia?
Bella, looks like you're up.
Oh,
Okay, I'm Bella. Nailed It Holiday Season 2, the Shalom Many Fails episode, best known for Paul Scheer giving me $5,000. Thank you, Paul. It's paying my rent during quarantine.
Nice. Who's
Yep.
left? Brian.
I'm Brian. I was on the first season of Nailed It Holiday and also was featured alongside Angie in one of the top 5 Nailed It biggest fails ever with my gay pie penguin cake.
Truly the worst of the worst here.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. Alicia from Holiday Season. We should say Emmy-nominated Holiday Season 1, episode 5 toying around, and I am the woman who broke the internet with all my cries. So while I don't have a claim to dad fame, my claim to fame all over the internet is I cried and made everybody feel very heartfelt and warm on the inside. But today that's all going to change. Yeah.
And then is it me?
Yeah.
Hi, Lily. I was on episode 2 of Nail It Holiday with Brian. High five, Brian. I am known for being the clean freak and the dogle maker.
Dogle inventor.
Yes, that's true. I invented the dogle.
Inventor.
Well, very nice. By the way, I've neglected to introduce myself in the beginning. I'm Sal Venturelli, a veteran of Season 1, Episode 3, Head Underwater with my retarded shark, and Holiday Season 1, 3, the New Year's one, where they made me wear a tuxedo and top hat, which I have hanging here in my room. At the end, they collected all of the props and whatnot, and I secreted a top hat in my plastic bag. I figure I'm not getting the 10 grand. I'm getting out of here with something. So I have a top hat.
It's true.
Hang on one second.
Did anyone else get any contraband? Because I definitely did.
I have $2 framed on my wall.
I have the dollars too.
All right. It's
Dollars
pretty.
too. I also stole a piece of rock candy from my. That's really good, Lily. Lily,
Josh
that's
made
really
me
good.
hot chocolate in this.
Whoa!
Oh, I had to make my own hot chocolate during my challenge.
I remember that.
Wasn't great.
Confession as well. I lifted a chef's shirt that was laying on the floor on the way back from the studio from another show, I guess, that they were producing there. I don't know if it was Top Chef. It had a map of South Carolina on the side of it. So it was one of those Top Chef shows. Upon getting home, I realized it was too small, so I gave it to my granddaughter. So she's
That sounds more like kleptomania than memorabilia to me.
Oh, I love it.
Sounds like Sal is stealing anything not nailed down.
Yeah, well, that's why. Hence the show. They nailed it. They didn't nail it, so it's mine.
Yeah, true. Sal, I brought this for you, this shark.
Oh, look at that. That's nice.
I just had it laying around.
Really? We'll get into that later, Matt, why you have a shark laying around. But that being said, let's
right, let me
begin
start
with
the timer.
segments here. What time?
Hold
what
on,
time
pause.
are we giving?
Unpause.
Oh,
Pause.
edit.
So we have 30 minutes to bake a cupcake and ice it.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
Nobody has a blast chiller. What are we going to do?
You have a freezer?
It's gonna melt.
You're gonna
Dude,
blow.
my freezer is so full because of quarantine food.
Yeah.
I can't get anything in it.
Well, that sounds like an Alicia problem. That doesn't sound
Oh,
Yeah, Alicia, we have those of us who live in New York City. I'm looking down at Alice B. Davis and myself. We have limited freezers, even more limited freezer space. So
nothing in here. Nothing in here. Good vodka, don't look.
you got some fish sticks.
Taquitos, thank you very much.
Fish stick.
Okay.
Kanye West likes fish sticks.
Okay,
Did you
I'm
say
ready. Then, I guess.
Kanye West likes fish sticks? Why are we
Yeah,
bringing Kanye West in?
I don't know. South Park reference, but that's all right.
I got it.
We'll come back. We'll come back to that.
Good.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
So here we go. Obviously, we'll get things in editing. If we go over the 30 minutes, just as they did on the production, we'll pull it all in editing.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Okay.
All right.
Run. You're supposed to
What do
run.
you think's going on over here? I can see Lily's really going to town.
I'm just a cheer because I have pre-made stuff.
Oh my god! I got a hard-boiled egg.
Ooh, how did
Oh my
that happen?
God.
Okay.
Oh no! I don't have
Didn't
eggs.
spin it, apparently.
Did it hard boil itself? What happened here?
Okay, that's fine.
Somebody must have already hard boiled it. She missed the April Fool's prank, obviously. Kira pranked her.
Very hard right now.
Okay.
So while the contestants are preparing their concoctions in the bowls, Matt, reflect a little bit on your experience during the Nailed It program.
My experience on the Nailed It program was wonderful, but I am getting some flashbacks right now of feeling completely frozen as everyone is working around me.
Yes, you do.
Definitely nerve-wracking.
It was
I'm allowed to wash
very.
my hands, right?
Full teaspoon, super banana.
No,
And
you
your stomach is churning actually as well. With the familiar butterflies of competition and clock watching.
Well, you had 2 shots at it though. Did you feel
did.
like your second time was less nerve-wracking?
Yeah, a little bit, but what I failed to do was get into the competition of it. I was there more for the laughs,
Yeah.
which is my nature, actually.
Truth be
Does
told, I'm
anybody
not.
know? Does anybody know how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
No, and I did not Google it because
I
And a
think
half.
it's 10.
It's
No, I think
I think
no,
it's 10.
no. I think it's 3. I think it's 3.
It's 2.5. I promise.
2.5.
There are
2.5.
there
I
are no
promise.
swapping of utensils between contestants allowed during the.
Yes,
competition.
we're watching.
That's right.
Show that
Yeah,
microwave,
yeah,
Bella.
The eyes in the
It's not
sky.
going. I'm just kidding.
it's not going. It's not going.
Oh, look!
Right here.
We got a mobile camera. There it is.
I'm almost out of sugar, you guys.
What? Did you prepare for this at all?
I mean, I just did what I had in my house, you guys. It's quarantine season.
It's true.
Has anybody been outside in the past week?
Oh
or so?
shoot, I've already screwed up. I'm supposed to add the melted
Or
butter.
yesterday.
No,
No, I have not. I have not either.
Okay, how much butter am I
it's been
supposed to
very
add?
lonely.
I've been
Does someone even give us updates on time?
It's been raining like hell
Tablespoons
here
of
too.
melted butter.
Yeah, I can give you some updates on time. We're at 27 minutes left.
Oh, shut up.
Oh no! I didn't think.
Is anyone mixing yet? What is going on?
I'm putting things into my cupcake tin.
All right, Lily
Oh,
is
look at it. Look at
Oh my gosh, we're
Lily.
already on the cupcake tin?
Lily's way ahead of the pack here.
Oh
Way
my
ahead.
God.
I told you
Alicia
guys
looking like a
cheating.
Yeti over there.
Ah, I skipped the melting butter. I'm just put in soft butter and I'm just hoping for the best. Oh my gosh, it's super lumpy. Okay.
Okay.
I can't wait for the reveals.
How are we going to taste them, man?
A quarter heaping.
I don't know. That's a good question. We'll have to have somebody objective.
Oh gosh.
We should have had a designated taster at each
Yeah.
contestant station.
Well, just
I
put it in
got
the mail.
Kira.
My husband
Okay.
can taste it.
We'll get back to you guys.
Enough.
Hey, don't rub it in. I live completely alone. All right.
You're lucky.
A quarter heaping teaspoon.
Very lucky.
Guys, fun fact. Today was supposed to be the first day of my honeymoon.
Oh,
sorry.
To all of you.
Oh, that stinks.
I could be in Aruba, but I'm at my kitchen table watching people bake.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's
Or else I'd rather be, though.
Did you push it back, or I wouldn't let it?
Yeah, well, we're still, waiting to see what happens. But yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I had to push back a trip myself. I
Who
was
has
going
butter
to
on
Charlotte,
a stove?
Orlando, Las Vegas, and Honolulu all in one shot.
oh,
And I had to push it back to July. Hopefully it'll be okay to go outside then.
I hope so. Alicia, what's going on over there?
I melted my butter in a pan on the stove, which I think it stinks because you lose so much butter to the pan. And I am whisking my sugar, my butter, and my pumpkin emulsion from Loran instead of vanilla.
From
Jacques likes. From Loran, a little bit of emulsion since Jacques and the team all like surprises.
Oh. What is Loran, please?
Loran is an amazing company that makes professional grade emulsion,
very nice,
extracts, and liqueurs to bacon. This, you put one little, like a quarter of a teaspoon in it, and it tastes like a pumpkin vomited in your mouth.
Wow, that's outstanding. See, I'm so dumb. I thought Loran was Lorac.
I preheated my muffin tin.
Did you forget that you preheated your muffin tin?
I preheated
Didn't
my
burn
muffin
yourself.
tin.
Oh my!
I'm eating to win.
Pieces of butter will turn.
Brian has some color going on over there.
Brian's in the oven. Brian's in the oven.
I'm going in the oven now.
Already.
We're down to 24 minutes, people.
Brian, it's in the oven.
Okay, I can do this.
I don't know how long a cupcake takes, but I think you might need an hour in the oven.
Hour?
I think I need 20 minutes.
I'm not much of a baker.
Oh, come on.
know.
You're a hell of a baker. Come on,
This
you're
really
a
wanted to be on
terrific
TV.
Okay, Matt, what's the backstory with the fan?
Oh, the fan backstory.
Yeah.
So, during my illustrious interview process, they were asking me about things I like to do when I was baking. And I said that I could get really bored. And at that time, my boyfriend, now my husband, I would annoy him with my big fan.
I'm going in the oven. In the oven.
So I brought it to keep me occupied.
In the oven, but
The rest is history.
we're gonna see.
Is that a cupcake, Bella?
I don't own a cupcake tin, so
Okay.
there's gonna be some stacking and packing.
I hope there's some
All right.
rising.
Hey, I have a question. The ingredient list says a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
My pinches are smaller than your pinches, Brian. So how much is a pinch?
That's what she said.
I forgot to put in salt. Too late.
Okay, I'm in the oven.
Give it a shake.
Okay, I got it shaken.
Is everyone following the theme of Tiger King, or is somebody doing like?
Yeah.
I'm doing Tiger King, but show, not tiger.
I have pink sprinkles, pink waffle sprinkles. So I think I'm gonna do some like Tiger Queen.
Okay. Digress.
Okay. Anybody do Tiger Woods? No?
Now, nobody here won their main challenge, did they?
Brian did.
Nope.
Or no, his first challenge.
Okay. Because I was going to judge on a sliding scale of people who actually won $10,000.
No, we're all losers.
So, okay, good.
Ella got five.
Yeah. Charity does not count in this situation.
All right, that's fair.
She was a close second, I would say.
Oh my God, thank you.
I was third both times. That's fine.
Can we talk about why Paul gave you $5,000? Because I can't remember brain injury.
Well, because
so
he's
don't
an
make-
actor. He makes
Yeah,
a lot
he's rich.
Yeah.
Well, he's a comedian. He's
Oh, so
not
he
rich.
gave you both? He gave you both $5,000?
No. He gave me 5,000, and then Tito got the other 5,000.
That's awesome.
It was really cool.
Hey, you know who didn't?
I don't know if you want to leave that in the final edit, Brian, because it's directly contradictory to the contract.
No, they say that. They said that in the episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sal keeps up with the show.
Ooh, my icing is
No,
turning
actually,
really
I
orange.
hate competition shows. My wife was very surprised to see me go on the show because she watches all the other
Ah!
Chopped and all those other.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're all stupid.
It's gonna use.
I wasn't on any of them, so this
It's
was
true. But you were the breakout star, so.
I'm a ham.
Absolutely.
I'm just a clown.
Is everyone on to frosting now?
I'm
No,
already
Alicia's just putting cupcake batter into the cupcake.
Okay.
That's right.
See a lot of
Don't
frosting going on.
set the
This
clock.
does
That's-
not make
the clock is what beat me.
cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
Worrying
We're
about
down to 20 minutes.
Already?
Oh,
sugar.
God.
Angie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Angie, was that a bag of confectioner's sugar?
it is, and I just got it everywhere
That's okay.
because I'm
We're
trying
gonna
to
do
beat it.
We're gonna do a cleanup video afterwards.
I'm trying to beat it by hand. I'm trying to cream the butter, and it's not
Just spray it all over.
not awesome.
Okay, everybody, just so you know, I have socially distanced my cupcakes
Ah,
and they're going
very
into the oven.
Very timely.
Okay.
You're gonna get points for that, Alicia.
Thank you. Bake at 350 for 10 to 12 minutes.
No,
No, they made cupcake tins that big.
Oh my gosh.
Does the use of the microwave as a timer violate the provisions?
Oh,
Mm.
We'll have to
Oh, I
decide.
already did it on the microwave, so.
All right, well,
Ooh, the frosting's coming together.
we'll let you slide.
Thing is absolutely not coming in. Okay.
oh shit. Oh shit. I need a medic. Oh god.
It's very
What
I
buttery.
need a medic. I need a medic. I
Oh,
just
for
cut
God's sake.
I just cut all 3 of my fingers trying to open up
Oh my God.
this Wilton icing. Oh god. Can we
Right,
pause
bandage
the
it up.
clock?
Are you okay?
Oh. Yeah, it just is really, really deep.
We'll give
I'm
you some
really-
extra time at the end.
Hey, here, can you get me a band-aid?
Give me
Like
your
2 of them?
coordinates. I will send EMS over to there.
Oh wait, maybe I need 3. No, I just need 2. Oh. Oh my god.
Did she sign a waiver?
I hope so, because I'm not paying for it.
That's true. I'm going off the grid.
Okay, were
I
there
did not raise my right
Anyone
hand.
have any like medical
All right.
issues?
I got my frosting, I feel like. Very good.
Yeah,
Very
my-
thick.
Let's see it, Angie. Woo!
Thank you.
The co-contestant, Miss Amanda from
Bad.
Mississippi, suffered a what they thought was a stroke at the time. They delayed the taping for a couple of hours while they brought EMTs on the set to.
She had a stroke?
No, they thought it was something like that. Her face was flushed, and she had to sit for about 2 hours
Oh my gosh.
before she could continue competing. The last
Oh,
segment where the judging
need that
occurred,
big. Just this one.
like 3 hours after the baking because of her condition. They called the EMTs in, they examined her, and
oh wait, it's not bleeding. Just
went
bleeding.
on with the show.
Thanks, babe, for giving me a band-aid.
Oh,
Oh my god, guys, I forgot to butter my pan.
All right.
Okay, I'm back.
Stuck in there.
who didn't butter their pan?
I didn't butter my
Oh,
pan.
well,
I've done
in
that.
there.
And it was already so bad.
Yeah, I didn't butter my pan, and I didn't put any buttercream in between the layers.
I
My-
actually did put buttercream in between my layers. I was the only person who did it. And then the piece that I cut did not have any buttercream.
All right. I've mixed one color of my frosting in a little tin so I can keep it apart from my other colored frosting.
She's starting at a
That
cupcake.
looks like a strawberry.
Yes, it's the innards of the tiger.
Oh,
Oh, the tiger
Carol
beat.
Baskin's husband.
Yes. Oh, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. So now that we have the time, could we solve Don Lewis's disappearance? While we have the
He's in Costa Rica.
Yeah, he's in
He's
with
in
the
Costa Rica.
12-year-old, right?
See that smoke?
Who's smoking? Who's smoking?
That's me.
Oh, Ryan is indeed smoking. Do you have a fan you could
Oh, this
spray
is
in front
very
of it?
buttery.
It's me.
All right. I'm feeling it, Brian. I smoked. Microwave smoked.
Okay. And for the rest of this, I'm going to do.
Ooh, nice food color going on there. Green. Alicia with a green. Alicia. Filiolo.
Yo-yo.
Lily's technique
real
is
good
looking
stuff.
pretty professional right now.
I know, right? I feel like
She is
I learned so
making
much.
her own piping bag.
Wow.
This is legal, right?
Yeah.
Smudging for color.
That looks legal, yeah.
Yep. Absolutely legal.
Most legal thing you can do with a foil like that.
Can I get a time check?
You can. 16 minutes.
Oh my god!
Folks, we are almost halfway through the competition here, and it looks like everyone's about the same place in their, help me out here, what's the word I'm looking for? Regime.
Journey. Alicia has been awarded 2 extra minutes, though, for her injury.
Thank you.
2 minutes
I would
on
like
the
to point out that I sliced my thumb open and was not awarded any extra minutes on the actual episode.
Wow.
Did they pause your clock though? Because I heard that some people got paused.
No, but in their defense, I was the idiot who sliced open my finger. But
That's crazy.
What's
Awkward.
going on, Angie?
I got my orange frosting. I got my red frosting. I am 2 minutes away from my cupcakes being done, and then I gotta cool them. Otherwise, this is gonna be a mess.
Hmm.
I don't know about cooling them. You might not have enough time.
Angie,
What?
I already piped the frosting onto parchment paper, and I'm freezing that. And so then I can put that onto the cupcake too, if you want to try that.
What is this, a team challenge?
Who are you?
This is cutthroat.
Yeah, why do I remind the contestants that you're trying to win the competition here?
Right.
Did we ever decide what the
Hey.
prize was?
Gun full of bubbles instead of money that somebody will get.
What's the time check?
14:30.
Okay, we're okay.
We're getting close. Now, we don't have a panic button, but if you scream loud enough, I will have anxiety.
My cupcake is still going to take 9 minutes.
With a little Asperger.
All right.
Thanks, Poppy Paint.
Alicia really took a big risk trying to open something, though. So, that's why she got injured.
That's true. And she's very focused.
I don't know how you guys couldn't have
That's
Does anyone have a picture of
planned everything. We knew 2 days now what was going on. I was up thinking about my plan.
Alicia sometimes is very focused on the smaller, more minuscule aspects of the baking. This is where Alicia keys, I think. No? Okay.
No, I got it.
Everything you say is gold to me, so.
Oh.
Ooh,
Angie, I have
You
one
guys have
question
too much
for
batter
you.
in mine.
Angie.
Oh,
look,
no.
look, those are lovely.
I
That
think
looks
they're
great.
too overfilled.
I feel like you maybe overfilled, Lily.
I definitely did.
I'm not going to penalize you for overfilling. It's the look.
Let's
Mine
turn
are
up the heat,
still
it'll be fine.
soupy. I just poked them and they're soupy.
No, yeah, you have to let them cook.
Luckily for you, you have 13 minutes left.
All
Angie,
right.
I have a question for you.
Uh,
When will those dark clouds disappear?
That one I didn't get.
I don't get that one
Where
either.
will it lead us from here? Angie knows.
What?
When will those
She's
dark
like, no, I don't.
disappear?
My cupcakes are soupy. I just cranked up the
Alright,
heat.
freaking-
Oh, man.
Bella,
That looks bad.
Bella, do you think that you have an advantage because you've already baked an animal?
Oh, great question. I think I would if I had a cupcake tin. I think that I would have
It's
really
true,
been
yeah.
over the top. But
You've got
as of
tigers, you've
now,
got bears, and then you just need
Any lions?
grass, right? I don't know.
No lions.
Oh, lions. Okay.
Oh my.
Has anybody ever used Poppy Paint before?
Puppy paint.
Copy paint.
Poppy Paint?
No, but are you going to open that yourself?
Yes,
That's
but
interesting.
Should
I've
we
already
get someone
used
to
it.
assist?
No, I've already used it before. I'm good. I don't need production. Thank you.
okay, we're making it work, people. We're making
Does
it work.
Does it contain opium by any chance?
No, but Poppy Paint is a really amazing paint made with
Please.
no, it's made with I think that Everclear stuff, but it's edible paint.
Everclear the
Everclear
vodka?
boots?
The vodka?
Yeah, it's really amazing stuff, you guys. She's an amazing woman. She taught me how to make cake pops, and you guys should order her Poppy Paint set because it will elevate all of your baking
Not
to
sponsored.
the next level.
Can I get a check?
11 minutes.
What? Okay, no, we're good.
11 to be exact, so make a wish.
Oh my gosh.
Because that might be your only chance.
Let's take time out for a commercial message. I have a product here from Radical Sabbatical. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a cloisonne pin made by this company called Radical Sabbatical. In it, the pin
All right,
includes
I'm
Josh-
coming out.
I love that.
You know what? Come now.
Doc, Wes, and Nicole in a
I'm gonna get these out.
on cake pops on top of the cake. I've never worn it, of course. I'd be too scared to wear it. But my wife got it for me as a memento
Oh
of
my
the
gosh.
show.
Oh,
Very nice.
very
You
sweet.
can get these on Etsy.com/shop/rad-sad-pins. Need
In the
that
freezer.
URL or email address, I'll be glad to send it to you. I have no fiduciary interest in these pins.
Nail the Challenge, sponsored by Radical Sabbatical and Poppy Paints.
And Poppy Paints, guys, because she's amazing.
All right.
Oh, my cupcakes are done.
Okay.
Oh, that was the goal.
Alicia announcing.
Angie's taste testing already, I can see.
Yeah, it came out okay.
Good.
Lily's cutting. Lily is cutting her bag.
I'm in the freezer
Except
right
my
now.
cupcakes still need 4 more minutes.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Oh, no, they're not cooked.
Good to prepare.
Well, Alicia, you have those 2 extra minutes, so if you need to cook for 2 more minutes.
And I think we can bump the clock if everyone needs it at the same advantage. I believe they did that in my taping. I don't know about y'all other ones.
I needed about 10 more minutes, but
Yeah, we were doing so badly that they actually bumped the clock.
Did they really?
I thought that bump too in our first challenge.
No.
I needed a bump because I couldn't find anything. That's why I spent 15 of the 30 minutes in the pantry looking for modeling chocolate, which I never found.
They helped me find something because I was like, I'm not seeing powdered sugar. And they were like, it is literally right there. And I was like, well, it's extra sugar, so I don't know the difference.
I melted the wrong kind of chocolate, and they came over and told me I was melting the wrong kind of chocolate, but they didn't I had to start over. But they didn't stop the clock or anything. I had to start the whole thing over.
This is rigged. They just let me sit there looking like an idiot for 15 minutes.
They wanted the sexy fireman to win.
It's really good TV.
That's true.
It is.
Plus, those cameramen were pristine.
Did anyone get in a fight with Wes? I totally got in a fight with Wes. He kept telling me to not stand in front of my cake, and I was like, I hear you, Wes. That's enough.
Wes was like, no, don't look at the camera when you say it. And I was like, Wes, I'm not an actor. I can't do that.
Yeah. He was all business.
He
No, I
kept
didn't have
yelling
much,
at me, Brian.
Not much contact with Wes.
All
Wes
right,
was
she's
aloof.
coming out. She's coming out.
Lily and I kept trying to eat everything, and
And he would yell at us.
Wes would just yell at us with good reason, because we were just like, we were snacking on everything, and he's like, shh, we're trying to take something over here, and we're just like eating and giggling.
Oh my God, guys, this might be the worst thing I've ever made.
That's what we want to see.
That's why we're here.
All right, what's the time check right now?
That's why we asked.
We are at 7:30. But
Oh no,
because
guys.
it's a special occasion, we're going to give you 2.5 more minutes.
It's a sliding
Thank you.
clock.
I think that's fair. I'm not accepting them.
Well, we can't have everyone's cupcakes be raw.
Mine aren't raw. They're just cooling.
Oh, okay.
As long as it looks
It's
good.
good.
Right?
I don't know how I used too much butter. I used exactly what the recipe called for.
It'll get you every time.
I burned 3 different sets of chocolate. I was like, oh, I'll make tiger stripes with like chocolate drizzle on top, and 3 times in a row on the stove, I have burned the chocolate.
I got this. It's my secret weapon.
My own
They're
heart.
done.
Chocolate. The smoke is so
Motherfucker.
My lord.
What happened, Alicia? What happened?
he's killing
I'm
us.
trying to get them out of the pan and they're hot. Still, I just took them out of the oven.
We're gonna lose Alicia before this is over.
Lisa, pans are hot.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay, they're in the oven. I mean, they're in the
look
oven.
at the kitty over there.
Did I just see a
There.
football trophy on somebody's shelf
They're
there?
in the blast chiller now,
Not
aka
mine.
freezer.
Hmm.
Hey, what color do you guys think Carol Baskin is?
What color what?
Sadness.
Like
What
her
color?
hair is
What
black.
color is sadness?
Yeah, she is an evil woman.
Yeah, she is.
All right, what do we got? Everyone looks really into their baking right
Oh,
now.
there it is. Here's the
I
foot.
can't really tell a story with this.
See it? On the right?
Oh, I lost you.
What's the time check?
We're down to 5.5 minutes.
I'm gonna cool for one more minute, then I'm going in.
Me too.
It's not going to be enough.
Does anyone have a picture of the tiger?
What, the fondant one? Oh, forget that, man.
Yeah.
Or a tiger?
It's supposed to be just inspiration.
Okay.
It's in an abstract sort of way.
Right.
It's art. And art, as we all know, is a racket.
Oh, this is so bad.
What am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this?
What is that?
What is that?
That's white chocolate because I ran out of chocolate.
Wash
Because
it off. Put it away.
That looks like a golf ball.
yeah, and I'm trying to dye it black with the stripes. But
Well,
yep.
You could use it as a tiger fur ball or something like that. Hair ball.
yeah.
This is not working.
No. Well, some of the contestants, Matt, are experiencing some frustration in the creation of their concoction.
That's true. What would you have done differently?
Differently, probably not much differently. Brian, as you see, has burnt the chocolate. Angie has made a terrible mess of her shirt.
Yeah.
All
All right, this is the one I'm going with.
I can't see the one because her camera's tilted up a little bit. That's a C cup right there, Angie.
Okay, so I'm digging out the middle.
All right, I'm starting.
I'm
we lost
digging
it.
out the middle. I'm putting the bloody tiger guts in the middle.
All right. Angie is going very literal with her murder cupcake.
He certainly is. I'm kind of proud of her.
Thank
I am
you.
very proud of her.
Here's
In
the
a
here's the
sort
fun
of way.
thing.
Wait,
This
how
is-
much time do we have left?
Less than 5 minutes.
Okay.
Here.
Here's Carol's husband going right into the middle of the tiger.
Oh my. Oh my.
Thank God he updated his will.
There's he's in the middle of it.
Yep.
Oh, now he covers it. She covers it.
Now
I
I'm
mean,
covering
she's
up
good.
the belly of the beast.
Oh my.
It is very flaky. It is falling apart a little bit.
That's done.
Matt, I foresee this is going to be a very difficult decision.
I know, but Angie's coming out strong with her 2 different colors.
He's coming from behind here.
Good place to go.
Nothing wrong with that, right? Oh, stop it.
All right. I see some good orange coming over from Lily, though.
Yep.
She is serving some Cheetos.
Yes, the Cheetos tiger. Let's not forget the Cheetos tiger. Very
Chester.
cool, very jazzy.
Mm.
Always says the right thing.
Chester.
I am
Yes.
decorating the cupcake.
And there's, of course, Tony from Sugar Frosted Flakes
I
fame.
believe he goes by Anthony now.
Does he?
Yes.
Oh, he grew up?
Some other
Yeah.
famous tigers. The Citgo, the Exxon tiger, the gasoline tiger. Does he have a name?
I think that's way before a lot of our time, so.
Yeah. I thought Sicko was a
Alicia's
triangle.
pulling the millennial card here. They're going to lose points for that.
Hey, I was born in the early 80s. Come on.
Yeah, she's an old millennial.
I remember the
NY.
tiger.
NY.
Alicia, that looks green.
It is.
Yes,
green.
there was a
Thank
tiger was the spokesperson of the Exxon gasoline thing. I always believed it was Tony moonlighting over to Exxon because they looked very similar.
You know, it's a gig economy.
Other famous tigers, Shere Khan in the Rudyard Kipling work.
Simba. Oh, he's a lion.
Simba.
Sorry.
Simba. Right cat, wrong cat, right pew.
There's like 1,000 Disney gays who are like ready to come for you.
I know, I'm not a Disney gay. I'm sorry. I know.
No, I'm talking about these eyeballs, which are just like way too giant.
Oh. What's going on you?
You might make an impression with the giant eyeballs. Though. You want to stand,
You are.
not to give you a tip, but you want to stand out in this competition.
That's true.
Don't want to be the status quo.
You want to dot all your I's.
That's right.
Cross all your tigers.
This is
Exactly right. While we're waiting, Brian, tell us about that fox logo on your T-shirt there, on your sweatshirt.
It is the closest thing to a tiger that I could find.
Ah, I see. Because, as you put your head down, I can see that the fox silhouette greatly resembles the
Oh my God, Brian, what is that?
Don't give the reveal away yet.
It is terrifying. That is the closest thing that I can come to a tiger.
Guys, this truly might be the worst thing I've ever made.
I'm glad that
no.
Bella has used that angle because her reveal is going to be legendary.
Yeah, that was
So-
brilliant.
So I'll show you what I haven't done, which is I was gonna just
Okay.
frost my cake, but it came out looking like this.
Oh my!
Yeah.
It's
So
this time.
So that was technically the timer.
Okay.
All
I
right.
still have 2 minutes.
All right, give
All
him
right.
guys, we adapt.
another 10 on there, man.
Do we all agree to do a few more minutes?
Sure.
Look, mine's not gonna get better or worse. So
Well,
It's
you
our
can come,
decision.
you come over to the judges table.
We're the judges. It's our decision. Give him a few more minutes.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest, guys. This is horrific.
I'm done.
Oh, by the way, I never asked Matt. Do you prefer Matt or Matthew?
Matt's fine. Matthew, everything works.
I noticed a slight facial cringe when I said Matt.
Oh, no. That's
There's
just
a
my,
micro expression.
that's my natural cringe.
I'm very trained in
It's just my face.
I could interrogate you and get everything I needed.
You want to start judging with me?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go too.
I'm as
We're gonna leave
ready
Bella
as I'm
for
gonna
that.
be.
Because she looks like she's serving up something.
Yeah, let him finish. It's fine.
We'll start
Horrible.
with New York City and end with New York City. Brian can go first.
Okay.
All right, describe a little bit of what you did there and impress us.
I didn't even after my episode when I caused Nicole to shriek in terror from how much I over-flavored my cake with cherry. My cake with cherry. She said that the cherry blew her wig back, and that is something that friends of mine still repeat to this day. So mine is unflavored. I tried to make little chocolate stripes on top, but that did not work. I burnt 3 different sets of chocolate. And so I went with just the leftover buttercream that I dyed black, and then used little things of banana peel as the crown, and pink sparkle sprinkles because this is a tiger queen. And when you think of tigers, what do you think? Think of their eyeballs. You think of their giant, huge eyeballs. You look at a tiger in the wild, you see a tiger, and you're like, wow, how do they have such big, giant eyeballs? And that's what I went for. So I feel good about both of these, and I'm presenting both of these.
Oh my!
Oh my
Oh
God.
wow.
Wow.
Wow,
Now that.
So much better than mine.
those are impressive.
They're very
Big eyeballs. You're correct.
giant
I
eyeballs.
am so
So just to clarify, Brian, we were doing owls or tigers?
Tigers with their giant eyeballs,
Just
right?
making sure. Just making sure.
I'll also send a photo of these because I've plated them really nicely, and I think you can't really get just how terrifying the eyeballs are with this terrible camera. So I'm going to take a photo and then upload it here so that you can see how horrifying they are.
Great.
Wow,
Who's next?
Brian using the
I can go
technology to his advantage.
Alicia, you want to go early?
I'm done. So yeah. I
Okay,
don't
is
care.
there anybody still preparing or baking or decorating? Are we
Mm-mm.
all
I
finished?
think we're all done.
Lily, we lost your feed.
Nope, she's there.
Oh, there.
It only shows 6.
Oh.
But yeah. All right, let's go to Alicia.
Okay.
Let's keep this feed gay.
I chose to make a pumpkin cupcake, and I went more literal with the TV show that Netflix just premiered, The Tiger King, and I have created for you and by hand the throne of kings. In the middle, we have our tiger. On the right of my screen, or your screen, the left of mine, you have Joe Exotic, mullet and blonde and black mullet and all. And then on the right, you have our famous friend, Carol Baskin, who may or may not have fed her husband to tigers. Ladies and gentlemen, you also have the grass from Carol and Joe's very poorly made zoos, their water, and then I put eggs in the back to hold them because we all know that nothing is worth eating at Joe Exotic's ranch. But this hopefully is worth eating. I hope. So there we are, guys.
Did you use to decorate the, what are they on? Are those bits?
I painted them on the, hold on. TV
I
magic.
originally thought she split a marshmallow. But
I thought that was Joe's husband's at the beginning.
I painted them on Oreo Thin Bites.
Oh.
Ooh.
I painted them with
Interesting use of confection.
Poppy paints.
Lisa. And poppy paints.
We don't get some kind of
Like,
package for Poppy for all this free promotion.
okay.
That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Let's go
All right.
and see what
This
Angie has.
is my final product.
Oh my.
Oh, it's
Nope.
so cute.
Over.
Can we see?
I see it now. That's it.
Oh,
That's
Oh, he's dripping. He's dripping.
I know
looks like a tiger.
he's a little
done.
unstable. But I
Made it with an Ewok.
I made a very easy cupcake. I filled the middle with red frosting because it's the middle of the beast. I put a little Carol Baskin husband in the middle of him, and then I frosted the outside. Lollipops for ears, Reese's Pieces for eyes and nose, and a little
Love
chocolate sauce for stripes.
Are you
Wow.
going to cut it open so we can see the inside?
Yes, I will do a cut open right now.
We're looking for Don Lewis. If you could find him, please let us know.
The FBI has opened up his case again, so you may get a reward.
Yeah,
if the
you might
DNA
finally
is
get
correct.
$10,000.
Here is the center of my guy.
Wow.
Have a reveal.
And there is Carol's husband
Oh,
right
pour
there.
it out.
Oh,
Ooh,
right out of the
that's so
septic
good.
tank and into your heart.
That is.
You can't lick a knife.
You like a knife?
Actually, talking about safety over there.
I already cut myself.
All right, so that's my presentation.
All right, that was great.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
Right.
And
Let's go to Lily.
Lily.
All right.
Season 1.
All right. So I actually have not seen Tiger King yet,
Well, goodbye.
but I have seen like maybe parts of it. I will watch more of it. So I went more Game of Thronesy. There's an actual tiger as a king.
Right. That's
It's really ugly.
That was
majestic.
great.
Oh, it's cute.
It's majestic.
Yeah.
With
So I
that
just
crown
see.
named nothing.
Wait, you want to? King of the North?
I like
King of the
great.
Tiger?
I like
King of Oklahoma.
it. King of the North.
That is an exotic choice.
It certainly is.
I mean, Brian's is amazing.
It's true.
Finding the
Brian, how'd you make that your background?
I just took a photo of it and then uploaded it, but my camera here is terrible, so.
You should see your hair right now.
My lack of hair.
They've taken out all the barbers. Leave us alone.
Who's last? Who got last?
That's
Anybody
me. So
Last
Go.
I
Hello.
have gone with a more of like an interpretation of a tiger. It was like a modernization of a tiger.
Oh,
See, because those are the stripes, and then these three M&Ms that's Joe, and those are his two husbands. Oh no,
where's his third husband?
Yeah, where's Kyle?
no, this is just the plural wedding. Wait, I'm gonna move.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to spoil the ending for someone.
Oh,
No,
look.
this is just the plural marriage.
Mhm.
It's the crappy state is a commentary on the patchwork of rights faced by people who are in plural marriages. And over here, we see the swamp, and the yellow M&M is Carol after Alan threw her in there. So her body's disintegrating in the swamp, And Joe and his 2 husbands are suffering because of the United States government insistence that we can only have conceptual art piece.
That tells a story, a narrative that we can get behind.
We'll leave it to the law student.
Hold on. Guys, I'm not going to say that this should make me win because, like, maybe it should. I'm just like, but when I'm using this background and I smile, I look like the guy with no teeth. I look like the guy who only has like.
Yeah.
Oh, you're this guy.
The guy with no shirt on.
I'm totally on brand.
John.
With
His
it
name
all
is John.
friends.
Your neck is hideous too.
Thank you.
So is anybody going to eat their cupcake?
Yeah.
I honestly don't want to.
Me either.
I'll try it. But this is maybe the worst thing I've ever baked in my entire life.
And give an honest rendition of what it tastes like, and that'll serve as a taste test.
Babe, I need you to come taste my cupcake.
Oh, wait.
Caitlin,
My lord.
do you want to come taste my cupcake, babe?
This tastes
We're
like
getting all the spouses to eat the
Aaron.
cupcakes.
That code?
Here.
It's a little cold.
House, come taste my cupcake.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Bill.
All right,
Okay.
here we
Oh,
go.
Bella, your long story going on.
I'm going to give you a little spoon, and you take any part of
So
this
don't
that
Oh
you
no,
want.
is it bad?
All right. You got to
All right.
come in the camera, baby. Here, come right.
Exhibitionism.
Gross.
Okay.
This is gross.
Take a bite of the cupcake.
This would get me the help button.
No, this is so gross, you guys.
I'm not gonna lie. This tastes like a cupcake. Here, get on the.
Wow.
No, I had Kira taste it, and she just chews it up, and then she says it's not your best work at all. And then I tasted it, and
Ooh.
we really should have probably used the proper teaspoons because all I can taste is baking soda.
Okay.
Wait, no, you're
So much
Fair
butter.
enough. I appreciate the honest rendition.
Caitlin, we have to tell the judges what you thought of the
Wait,
cupcake.
wait. It was baking powder, not baking soda.
right.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah, that's going to salt it up a little bit. Yeah. Baking.
But baking
wonder
powder
it's
is usually
so
just like a little
acidy.
speck too. So how much did you put?
A lot of frosting.
It
So
says
why?
1 4 heaping teaspoon.
Oh.
All right.
No, I never mess up cupcakes.
Ryan and Angie, who are these folks that are in your shots right now?
This is
Please
Caitlin. She was my judge when she went when I first did the show. You saw her in a little bit in the beginning of the episode.
Yes.
What is your thoughts on this?
There's something wrong with the cupcake that's tasting so weird. I don't
Hey,
like
go wash your mouth out with soap now.
Oh, that's so
it. I
gross.
don't know why.
She's
I don't
so
know what you added inside of it to taste as weird as possible, but I will give it out of 1 out of 10. It
Ooh,
was
rough.
4.
4. Wow.
I got a 4.
4.5.
Okay.
Maybe like
That's 4 more than you had.
So, Matt, introduce your proposal for
So
judging.
Wait,
down. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Aaron, he is the one who cringed at my clown cupcake, and he says it tastes like a cupcake. Yeah.
All right.
Yay.
wow.
So, okay, and he has icing. Yeah, follow my nose. So we're not going to ask him to judge me based on what the state of the kitchen is, because Aaron cleaned up the kitchen before I started, and we are not going to ask him his thoughts on the state of the kitchen now. Because that was not part of what we were being judged on, and it's
Fair enough. No, messes do not count.
That's true. So we have too many great dishes to judge that we think we need to have the audience help us. So I propose that we do a Twitter poll to find out who the actual winner is.
So, what do we have to do to do that? Edit
We have to
this?
upload all the
How does
pictures?
it work?
Oh,
Everyone
that's a
send
good
it.
idea. We should upload the pictures.
Yes.
and then whoever gets the most, whoever Angie, I guess if it's you, or one of the, or like Matt, one.
Yeah, I
of the
can set up a Twitter poll and then we can have people vote.
Okay.
Hi,
So
baby.
we should all send Matt the pictures, and then Matt'll make a little thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll work.
And then
I
we
guess
will
I'll have
find
to
out
get
who
on
wins.
Twitter for a while now.
That'll
we
go
actually
back to
have a
Twitter.
prize for it's just the bubble gun. So wait, we can't wait for the bubble gun. So Matt, I think you should pre-tape the winner, and we should all act like we are.
Oh, like it's us?
Okay.
Have to get back on.
So we have the bubble gun.
And then we'll cut right here.
There's no bubbles in this gun.
False advertising. That was false advertising. Matt.
Like some kind of like
Brian.
screwed.
Congratulations.
We can do it in post.
Congratulations, Alicia. Congratulations, Lily.
Thank
And
you.
congratulations, Bella.
No.
Winning the competition. So editing will take out the right name and stick
And
it
the
in.
real congratulations goes to Joe Exotic. Without him, this could not be possible.
Are we doing next week's challenge too?
I have nothing to do on Saturday, so sure.
I would love to do next week's challenge.
Let's
Maybe
do
I'll
it.
compete next week.
Huh?
Have a different
Yay!
pose.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, why
All
not?
right.
All
Make this our
right.
ritual. If they're not going to invite us back for All Stars, we'll have to make our own.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Maybe this will prompt them into thinking about an all-star show. Who knows? Chelsea,
Yeah, nailed it. Look at
If
our
this,
faces.
if this continues, this isolation, I will volunteer to be a judge again because I can't come down in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah, so I hope your wife's doing okay.
Yeah. Give our best to your life.
Yeah.
Actually, she prefers it this way, which is great. 74 years of marriage, we've both achieved success here in
yeah.
marital bliss. Me and my man cave and me with the rest of the house. Which is
All it took was a pandemic to bring you closer together.
all it-
Come here, baby.
Still together by being farther apart.
We are COVID couples.
COVID couples.
All
What is
right.
that?
Well,
Now-
All right, guys.
It's my
Fun.
dog.
It's a lot of
She's on
fun.
the phone.
All right.
Oh, it
Matt,
was
I
a
will
ton
send
of
you a
fun.
picture.
Will you
yes,
experiment
everyone
with
message me
phones on
a
your phone to see if you
picture and find our poll on Twitter at #Furious.
Big hand for yourselves.
Yay!
Right.
Yay!
So great to see you
Yes.
again, and looking forward to another encounter
Yeah.
of this kind. So for all of us here at Nailed It COVID Challenge, we'll say goodbye and see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.